Start na ba?
Opo, te.
Okay. Good morning. Greetings. Good morning to everyone. As we begin our program, let's have our national Chunilgok anthem. Kuya, hindi pa ako marunong sa ano.
Sige po, te.
만바라도다
Okay, to begin our activity, let's have to offer our vow to Heavenly Parent and true parents. Kyongbe Baro. Now let's have to recite the family pledge. Family pledge number 5. Our family, the honor of
Honor of Channel Group
Gok, pledge to
pledges to
strive
strive
every
every day
day to
to
advance the
advance the
unification of
unification
the
of
spirit world
spiritual
and the physical
physical
world
world,
as subject and
subject and
object
object
partners
partners
by
by
centering
centering
on true
on
love.
true love.
The meaning of the family pledge number 5. The mind is in the
Is in the
subject
subject
position
position
and the
and the
body
body
is
is
in
in the
the
object
object position.
position.
Likewise, the
Likewise, the
spirit
spirit
world is in
is
the
in the
subject
subject
position
position
and the
and the
physical
physical
world
world
is the
is in
object
the object
position.
position.
Therefore,
Therefore, we
we
should
should live a life on earth in accordance with
accordance
the
with the
spirit
spirit
world.
world.
We should
We
lead
should live
lives of
lives
deep
of deep experience
experiences through
through
which we
which we
can
can
feel
feel
the spiritual
spiritual
world and
world
God's sorrow
and
and
sorrow.
joy. Only
Only
God and
God
true,
through
true love
true
can
love
link
can
the
link the
spirit world
spiritual
and the
and
physical world.
physical world.
We should
We should
strive
strive
every
every
day
day
to advance God's will. Without stopping, we must advance toward God's
towards
will
God's will.
every day, even if it
If
is only one step. So for our opening prayer, may I request Amy to lead the opening prayer.
Thank you so much. Let's pray. Good morning, most heavenly parents and true parents. Today, this morning, Sunday, we invite your divine presence with us, especially with spiritual good angels to prepare to us our Zoom meeting, our education lecturer, Wendy, and to all brothers and sisters and others, especially in YouTube. Thank you so much, the parents and true parents, for extending our life and just again your beautiful creation. This morning we pray we continue to open our mind, our heart to receive more inspirations and to remind us, especially um, our heavenly parents and true parents, especially to our daily life with God, especially your words. Through our education lecturer, please give them power and more a spiritual power to the parents to parents to give this lecture to more understand to our brothers and sisters, especially in the YouTube. Thank you so much, Sabili parents and to parents, to all blessings you give for us, especially for your guidance. Thank you so much, this education Zoom meeting for always to remind us and to remember to our individual responsibilities. This is a report meeting with our elders and brothers and sisters. And may peace and peace have it, joy and amen. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your heartfelt prayer, our sister Amy. Good morning, everyone. Sorry po, I'm not good to speak. Ako po ang naatasang mag-facilitator today. So, hope everyone is awake and happy Sunday. And so, good morning, our director of the BFD, uh, Brother Randy Ami, our 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 Ate Tere, Kuya Alan Cadano, our sister Sylvia Ormilio, and our young sister Amy. Good morning to everyone. So hope everybody can inspire to the message for today. So good morning din po sa mga nanonood sa YouTube. And so now let's start our activity for today. So let's welcome our brother Randy Ame.
Hello, good morning. Blessed good morning to everybody. And so our topic for this day is how can a husband and wife be in an intimate relationship together? Okay. So this is a parental guidance exclusively for husband and wife. Parang 3-day ceremony, parang ganon. So allow me to share my screen. Okay, so this time, like what I've said, this is a very, how do you call that? Very exclusive guidance of true parents to husband and wife. How we should live together and how we should be together, okay? And how we should express our love each other, most especially in terms of what we call the intimate relationship between husband and wife. Okay? So actually, ito na yung sinasabi ni Ma'am Tere last time na yung compilation ng mga guidance ni True Father about sex life of husband and wife that is being compiled by Dr. Masida ba yun? Masida? Yeah. So ito na yung compilation na sinasabi ni Ma'am Tere. Kasi meron siyang compilation on how husband and wife should really work together and how they can intimately, okay? And also this is a direct guidance of True Father for husband and wife. Okay? So in this presentation, we'll be discussing more on the intimacy of husband and wife, creating ideal relationship between husband and wife. Okay? So let's start by understanding how we could be together, how we could really create a stronger bond of relationship between husband and wife. Okay? Because that's very important, because that is a substantialization of the image of the not only the image, but it is the substantialization of the unity and harmony of the dual characteristics of God here on earth, centering on the husband and wife. So according to True Father, centering on sex life between husband and wife, True Father said, in the sexual life of husband and wife, God can appear. In the spirit world, when you report to God as husband and wife, the first thing you will have to do is to offer your full vow to God and true parents. Then what do you think you have to do next? You have to perform your sexual relationship in front of God and true parents. Okay? Yan. Paano kaya 'yun, no? How we can perform. Okay? Kasi sabi ni Father, you have to perform your sexual relationship in front of God and true parents. Because we all know that the sexual relationship of husband and wife, that is the meeting point, our direct meeting point together with God. No? So parang na-imagine ko parang yung first session ng 3-day ceremony wherein you have to offer your full vow to God and true parents. And then after that, offer a prayer, sincere prayer, and then do the act of love. Yan. So parang ganun, pagdating natin dun sa spiritual world, when we meet God, we have to offer yung meeting ng husband and wife. And that is no other than yung sexual love between husband and wife. So we have to understand the differences between the husband's sex stimulation and the wife's sex stimulation. Okay. So Father said, for further explanation, husband and wife must sleep naked. Yan, sabi ni Kuya Alan before na parang imposible sa Japan, no? And some other parts of the world. Okay? Pero di sa Pilipinas, kasi mainit di sa Pilipinas, seems to be impossible. It seems to be possible. Pero di sa Pilipinas, it is also impossible kasi dito sa Pilipinas, hindi lang sa loob ng room, hindi lang yung husband and wife ang nakatira. But even the children, sometimes, they are staying there. Okay? Yan. So when husband and wife have a very good sex life, hormonal balance for the woman will become better and menopausal problem also become light. Yan. So Father said, because of the fall, our body temperature became low and many sicknesses. Okay? Actually, meron din sa ano tawag doon sa science na pagka maganda yung sexual relationship ng husband and wife, okay, magkaroon ng good health ang both husband and wife. Lalong-lalo na if they relate together in a proper timing and also in a proper age na they can receive natural stimulation from each other. Kasi pagka younger age, like for example, teenage period, although meron siyang stimulation, but hindi, it should not be towards experiencing the act of sexual love. Okay? Kasi during that time, nagkakaroon na ng stimulation at the teenage period. But that is the period wherein the men and women should know how to control. Because controlling during that period, that will lead us towards a better experience when we are in a husband and wife relationship already. Na hindi lang basta-basta na anytime na gusto mo pwedeng gawin. But the husband and wife should meet together at the middle during the period of intimacy or intimate connection with one another. Yan. Kaya nga, the big difference between animal and human being is we know when and how we should do things in a better way or in a God's purpose way. Okay? So that is what Father said, actually. And this is being affirmed by science. Now, when there is a proper relationship between husband and wife, okay, we can maintain a hormonal balance. And at the same time, we can reduce the sickness. Okay? Yeah. Okay, it's a proper. So Father said at the height of the husband and wife intimate relationship, it is like a thunderbolt. Feel the body, then you sweat and body temperature go up, then your sickness can disappear. Okay? So as a husband and wife, you have to be sensitive with each other's need. Attend each other internally and externally, then love can develop. Okay? Yan. Kaya nga, di ba, minsan din pagka may lagnat yung mga bata, yung mga anak natin, di ba? Ano bang first aid na pwedeng gawin ng magulang? Sinasabi nila painumin ng gamot. Pero actually, hindi naman yun yung first eh. We have to give the natural heat of our body. Okay? Na pag in-embrace mo yung bata, pag nilalagnat, okay? And at the same time, yung ano lang, kahit yung i-rub mo yung palm mo, tapos ilagay mo dito, actually, hindi mo na kinakailangan ng cool fever. But the hand of a parents, pagka dinampi dito, ang ginagawa is ina-absorb yung heat. Kaya pinagpapawisan yung bata. And at the same time, pinagpapawisan din yung kamay ng parents. And that is sharing of temperature, natural temperature. Kaya nga, ang pinakamagandang therapy for a sick person is no other than a touch therapy. Hindi yung medicinal therapy. But it is a touch therapy wherein you are giving the right temperature or the right moment of heat na binibigay sa bata, binibigay sa tao. And how much more to husband and wife? Di ba? Sinasabi nga minsan na pagka may lagnat, ang husband, the best way to let the husband or the wife sweat is to meet together. Embrace each other. Okay? And from that, magkakaroon ng natural healing. Kasi minsan, bakit ba tumataas ang temperature ng katawan natin? Number one reason is kung merong pumasok na mga foreign bodies, ang tendency is to kill that foreign body. And the first one that will kill a foreign body that comes into the body is yung rising of the temperature of our body. Okay? Pero pag malala na, mahirap na. Yun na yung kinakailangan ng help and support. Pero pag maintindihan natin yung cycle of our body, actually, meron tayong tinatawag na natural healing. Pero ang nangyari, nasanay tayo, nakadepende tayo. Sabi nga ni Father, because of the fall, we don't understand our body. Kaya nangyari, naging dependent tayo sa mga tinatawag nating expert. Okay? Yun ang sinasabi natin. Pero kung titignan natin, we have a natural way of healing ourselves by just eating the right food and doing the proper way of maintaining the movement of our body so that we can maintain a good health. And the most important is the relationship of husband and wife. Okay? Yan. Kaya napakahalaga, napaka-importante yung building a harmonious relationship between husband and wife. Okay? Creating an atmosphere wherein both husband and wife can feel and experience God's love together. Because that will maintain and regulate our body hormone and maintain our healthy body. Okay? Kaya pag individual ka pa lang, okay, ang medicine mo is from the food. Pero pag meron ka ng husband or wife, aside from the food na medicine, it is the relationship of husband and wife. And that is very important that we have to understand. And we have to look at and think of. Okay? So napakahalaga yon because that will maintain our, not only our relationship together, but even gives opportunity to make our health better. Okay? Does it make sense? Adyo po ba? Yan. Pero ang nangyari kasi pagdating sa pag pinag-usapan ng sex, marami sa mga mag-asawa ang parang nandidiri. Even mag-asawa na nga, parang pinandidirian pa rin. Okay? Anyway, mamaya makikita natin bakit meron tayong ganong feeling. Okay? So, according to True Father, what will the Messiah bring? He will bring absolute sex and come to complete absolute, unique, eternal, and unchanging sex relationship between husband and wife. So he will be the one to educate us how we should properly use our sexual organ and what is the purpose of our sexual organ. Hindi lang yung i-save niya tayo, but give us a clear understanding of our sexual organ. And that is what will the Messiah bring to us. Okay? Kaya nga hindi lang siya yung magbibigay sa atin ng way of yung mga guidance on how to enter the kingdom of heaven. But he will give us a clear understanding of how we should practice a relationship, starting from husband and wife, together with our relationship with others. Aju? And this is very important that we have to understand, most especially for us, blessed couples. Kasi tayo yung extension ni true parents. Okay? So let us understand deeply the value of sex according to true father. Okay? What is the value of sex? According to true father, this is an intimacy and oneness between husband and wife. This is the meeting point of the physical and spiritual relationship of man and woman, bringing into complete unity. And not only complete unity, but it gives intimacy between husband and wife. And the purpose of oneness of husband and wife is to become one with God, both spiritually and physically. So yan yung value ng sexual relationship between husband and wife. It is not just a carnal happiness or a body happiness of a husband or a wife, but it is the complete unity of the dual characteristics of God between two different beings, most especially between husband and wife. Aju?
Aju.
Yan. Kaya nga, it's very, kung titignan natin yung the way people understand sex and valuing of sex, merong very, very shallow. Because laging sinasabi is, yung leading towards individual happiness. Pero nang nawawala yung point of connection, yung meeting point of vertical and horizontal connection. The connection between our relationship to God and substantialization of our relationship with God, centering on the unity of the dual characteristics of God. Harmonious relationship of invisible and visible, centering on the physical and spiritual relationship of the two entities na nagbibigay ng image ni God. Okay? So that is the first value of sexual relationship according to true father. Second value is giving birth to sinless children and God's blood lineage. Expansion of God's blood lineage. Okay? Kaya nga kung titignan natin, hindi yung one man and one woman. Okay? But it is one man plus one woman united together. They will not become two, but they will become one. Kaya nga even husband and wife, hindi yung husband and wife, but it is husband plus wife. Okay? United together. Creating harmony. Kasi pag sinabi nating N, ando doon pa rin yung division. Pero pag sinabi nating plus, we are uniting, we are joining at two together to become completely one. Kaya sinasabi din na mother plus father. Okay? Yan. Because pagka nagsama ang men and woman centering on the matrimony of blessing coming from God, and then having a heavenly sexual relationship, okay, the two will not become two anymore, but we will just become one. Because we are half representation of God. Kaya nga ang dinadala natin in terms of our sex-linked characteristics is haploid cell ang dinadala ng babae, haploid cell din ang dinadala ng lalaki. That when men and women unite together, centering on the original value and original standard of sexuality, sexual relationship, that will make them to become completely one together. Kaya we are completely fitting towards each other. completing each other, both internally and physically. And that is the value of sexuality. Hindi lang siya yung carnal relationship. Hindi lang siya yung relationship that gives opportunity for our body to be happy. But it is the completion and substantialization of God's image and the harmonious relationship of the two different entities that complete the image of God substantially here on earth. And that is the value of sexuality, making men plus woman to become completely one. Husband plus wife to become completely one image in front of the children. And most especially, father plus mother to become completely one in giving love towards the children, supporting and helping each other to build a harmonious relationship between parents and children. Aju po, does it make sense? And so that is the value. That is how important, okay, sexual relationship between husband and wife. And also keeping a good health, making our body healthy. Okay? Paano nangyari yon? Paano magkaroon ng paano nakapagbibigay ng good health yung sex relationship between husband and wife? Gaya ng sinasabi ko kanina. Okay? Para mapatay yung mga parasite, mga foreign bodies sa katawan natin, we needed extreme heat. And that extreme heat is pagka nagkaroon ng complete unity ang husband and wife. Okay? And so it will help us. Actually, ito nga yung pinakamagandang anti-aging. And make our immune system become stronger. Bakit? Kasi yung pag nag-meet yung men and woman, yung 36 degree from men and no 35 degrees normal temperature of a man plus another 35 degrees centigrade normal temperature of a woman meeting together, ilang degree yon? 35 plus 35, that is 70 degrees, right? And that is more than enough to kill even yung mga third level parasites sa katawan natin. Kaya ano mangyari if we have that good relationship together? And if we could understand our harmonious relationship together, di ba? It can make us become healthy. Does it make sense? Adyo po ba? Kaya importante yung relationship ng husband and wife. Most especially, sexual relationship of husband and wife. Okay? And it creates intimacy and oneness. And most especially, it multiplies God's blood lineage. And for individual, it maintain a healthy body. Okay? Kaya nga, kung titignan natin, pag napipilitan, dun dumadami ang nararamdaman. Okay? Pag minamadali, marami rin ang nararamdaman. Kasi meron tayong tinatawag na proper tone of music in terms of relationship, intimate relationship of husband and wife. Okay? Kaya it will make our life become longer and it will make our life become more meaningful. Aju?
True.
So this is the compilation of True Father's words regarding the intimate relationship of husband and wife, centering on the compilation of Dr. Masuda. Okay? So actually, dalawa yung book na yon. Merong volume 1, yung Chunilguk Life Ethics for Blessed Families. Na ito yung exercise of true love to become a happy and good man and woman. And another na title ng book is Chunilguk Life Ethics for Blessed Couples. Yung una is Blessed Families. Yung pangalawa is Blessed Couples. Ito yung compilation ng how we should perform sex together as a husband and wife. And it is a direct guidance coming from true parents. Okay? So Blessed Couples and Parents. So these are the two books. Ewan ko lang kung meron pa ngayon yung kopya. Pero parang wala na ngayong yung hard copy. Ang meron na lang yata is more on yung digital copy. Pwede makuha sa website. Meron pa rin yun sa uh, tparents.org na website. Pwede nating i-download yun, naka-PDF. Okay? So these are the compilation of father's words, father's guidance in terms of intimate relationship of husband and wife. Okay? Sa volume 2, page 88, section ng kissing and touching as a foreplay. Okay? Sabi doon, based on true parents guidance, explain that husband need to know that woman's sensitive areas. And those are lips, nipples, and sexual organ. Okay? True father says, this part are formation, growth, and completion stage. Okay? Yung lips, nipple, and sexual organ of a husband, of a woman, that is the formation, growth, and completion stage of our holy places. Okay? And sabi ni Father, her clitoris is like a doorbell to open the gate of her palace of love. And the husband should gently touch by hand or mouth to stimulate her. Then he will feel her love juice. Then the gate opens completely to receive the husband who need to be kind and gentle and have good manners about entering the gate, in the gate. Kaya kung titignan natin, hindi lang yung basta-basta na lang. Merong way of opening the gate. Hindi pwedeng biglaan, but there is a process. Kaya nga importante yung tinatawag nating kissing and a foreplay. Okay? Kaya, but before doing that, the most important guidance of true father is we have to offer our relationship to God. Kaya nga, di ba, sa 3-day ceremony natin, first format is, first thing to do before we will go into a bed scene, bed relationship is, we have to offer first our prayer. Okay? Yan. Kaya nga, dapat, in terms of the relationship, sexual relationship of husband and wife, dapat hindi mawawala yon, that you have to offer first. You have to invite God first. Hindi yung paghiga, diretso na, hindi ganon. Okay? We should invite God. We should let God witness our intimacy together. Okay? And then we should make each other going towards a what we call in-hit. Na pag sinasabi nating in-hit, ito yung nagbibigay sa atin ng daan in order for us to develop a closer and intimate relationship together. Or in a normal jargon, ito yung sinasabi nating foreplay. Okay? Or yung sinasabi na we have to caress each other. Na etong caressing na to, it is preparing each other to develop a more intimate relationship with one another. And this is very important for not only for husband but even for wife. Okay? Kaya nga dapat hindi lang yung husband ang mag-initiate, hindi lang yung wife. But there should be a meeting of both husband and wife together. Okay? Kaya wala, kung titingnan natin, kung proper yung sexual relationship ng husband and wife, wala talaga yung tinatawag natin na magkaroon ng samaan ng loob between each other. Lalong-lalo na for husband and wife. Kasi pag sinabi nating sexual relationship, it should only be between husband and wife. Okay? Kaya importante na the woman should know also how to caress the man. And the man should know how to drive the woman properly. Okay? Na hindi yung minabadali, hindi yung kulang din. But there should be a proper. Okay? It should be 100% absolute giving together and enjoying together. Okay? Kaya sabi ni Father, happiness comes from loving. If the husband want to experience quickly the feeling of climax, it will cause problems. You have to wait to enter into her gates of love until the gates are open. Okay? Kaya hindi rin pwede yung madalian. Importante na we have to make preparation even into our relationship together. Okay? Kaya nga even yung hindi yung ibig sabihin, hindi yung pag tinawag na yun na kaagad, hindi ganoon. It must start from a proper communication of love. Kaya nga importante din maintindihan natin yung 5 languages of love. Na yun din is based on true parents' way of how we should caress each other, centering on the 5 languages of love. Okay? Yan. I will find kung meron pa yung available yung presentation na yon. Okay? Actually, it was first presented by Dr. Yong before in the Philippines nung una siyang nagpunta dito. I will check kung meron pa akong file na yon so that we can have a deeper understanding of our partner together. And then, do wives like the husband sucking their nipples or not? Yeah. The wives can answer this one. No? Kasi for husband, I know, we wanted to. Katulad na, kasi parang as a child, di ba, na normal lang na we have to meet each other. And saan yung meeting point ng parent and child? Di ba, it's no other than the nipple. It is in the breast of a woman. Okay? So for husband and wife, ano yung meeting point ng husband and wife? Okay? It is started with the nipple. And it will go towards the final fulfillment of an absolute connection between each other. Okay? And okay, starting from the nipple going to the sexual organ. Okay? And I know, sabi nga ni Father, they like it. Okay? And I believe that is the one that will bring in heat for a woman. Okay? And sabi ni Father, don't laugh. You people who laugh, you have some shame or embarrassment in your blood lineage. This should be natural. There is nothing to laugh about. Okay? Yan. So it's really important that we have to understand and we have to know how we could be connected towards each other. And the point of entry, one point of entry is no other than the husband sucking the nipple of the wife. Yan yung starting point. Aside, kung titignan natin, sinasabi na ang pinaka-initial point of foreplay or caressing each other is touching each other. Okay? That is one. Pero ang pinaka-culmination na meron talaga yung nagkakaroon talaga ng closeness together is no other than yung the husband sucking the nipple of the wife. Yun na yung nagbibigay ng hint na meron ng connection. Kasi ang initial point of contact is yung touching. Using the hands and body touches. Pero ang point of leading towards climatic experience of sexual relationship between husband and wife is pagka nandoon na yung starting ng opening ng gate and nag-start through suckling the nipple of the wife through the husband. Okay? And that is natural and that is a normal part of the intimate relationship between husband and wife. Okay? And as we continue, okay, True Father said, I touch every convex or pointy part of True Mother. I touch her nose, ears, fingers, and even the bottom too. Okay? And that is how they caress each other. Okay? And also coming from Daemonim's words, okay? Yung Yung book ni Demonim, Volume 2, page 90, sabi niya doon, skinship between husband and wife gives the feeling of simjung. Therefore, when the husband is reading the newspaper, he has to learn to be able to touch his wife's hand or breast at the same time, as if just like and to enjoy reading newspaper. Okay? So we have to have that connection. And dapat hindi kinakailang ng bawat isa. Hindi kinakahiya na hawakan ang isa't isa. Pero kung titignan natin, pag gawin kasi natin yon in public, laging sinasabi na, ano yun? Public display. Bakit? Kasi hindi natin naintindihan yung original standard of our relationship together. Kaya nga, di ba? Minsan, hawakan mo lang yung kamay ng partner mo. Minsan, in a public, kinakahiya natin ng isa't isa. Ibig sabihin, nandoon pa rin yung influence ni Satan with us. Actually, meron pa nga sinasabi ni Father na sa kanyang speech na sinasabi niya na dapat nga ang mga mag-asawa, pero hindi naman to kinakailangan na gawin natin in public. Okay? Pero kung titingnan natin, pwede natin gawin everywhere. Okay? Pag kinakahiya natin gawin to, ibig sabihin nandoon pa rin yung remnant of evilness. Kaya nga, kung titignan natin, bakit kinahiya ni Ham? Bakit kasalanan yung kinahiya ni Ham si Noah during the time na naked si Noah? Okay? Bakit kasalanan yun? It's because that is the point where Satan invaded Ham. Na normal naman na ang bata hubot-hubad sa harapan ng magulang. Ang magkakapatid, they are hubot-hubad in front of each other. Pero walang feeling of malice. Okay? And that should be the relationship of husband and wife. Kaya nga meron pang sinasabi si Father sa Chung Sung-gyong na pag yung husband and wife, pag dalawa lang kayo sa loob ng room at nahiya ka pang magbihis sa harapan ng asawa mo, still, nandoon pa rin yung influence ni Satan. Okay? Yan. Lalo na pag dalawa lang kayo sa loob ng room at hindi kayo makapagbihis, hindi kayo makapaghubad ng damit sa harapan ng isa't isa, ibig sabihin, nandoon pa rin yung influence ni Satan. Kasi pag nag-act of love nga kayo, wala kayong damit eh. Di ba? And this is how disconnected we are. This is paano tayo inimpluwensya ni Satan. Na nagkakaroon tayo ng misunderstanding even our nakedness with one another. Ganon tayo kakorap. Ganon kakorap yung mind natin. Na naging too much sensitive towards personal interpretation of our relationship together. Does it make sense? Adyo po?
True.
Kaya nga, if a woman does not like sex, then her love juice will not be produced enough and sex will feel uncomfortable. It will be difficult to achieve an orgasm. Also, it won't be easy to conceive a baby. Okay? Actually, yung sinasabi na bakit nahirapang magkaroon ng anak yung mag-asawa, this is one reason. Okay? Kasi there should be a certain amount and there should be a healthy juice that will come out from men and woman. Okay? Kasi ang nag-neutralize dun sa environment ng sperm cell is no other than yung first juice na lumalabas sa woman. Yun yung nag-neutralize para magkaroon ng proper way of passage yung sperm cell towards the egg cell. Okay? And that temperature, it is good enough to normalize until na ma-reach yung egg cell ng sperm cell. Okay? So in the 1970s, we were busy with our mission and our lovemaking had to be short, like eating quickly. This was the kind of atmosphere that existed among the early faithful members. The husband is primarily responsible if the wife cannot feel good with their sexual activities and lovemaking. A husband needs to use foreplay and take time for his wife when loving her. Okay? Kaya nga merong ginawa si Father before na yung mga mag-asawa hindi magkaroon ng baby, binigyan na ng chance to live intimately in a relaxed moment. I remember meron pa yung pinagbakasyon ni Father ang lahat ng mga early leaders na they have to make baby. And they should only be focusing on making a family. Because pag sinabi nating intimate sexual relationship between husband and wife, it should not be a quickie. But it needs a proper timing. Katulad din ng kumakain, di ba? Pag kumakain tayo, kung gusto nating malasahan yung sarap ng pagkain natin, kinakailangan nating nguyain na maraming beses. Okay? Hindi yung madalian na pagkain. Kasi pag madalian na pagkain, hindi natin nakukuha lahat ng nutrients na dapat nating kunin. Ngunit nagiging problema sa loob ng katawan natin. Kasi ang mangyari, magiging taba lang yon, magiging fats. Okay? Kaya nga lahat ng sugar na pinapasok natin, pag minadali yan, hindi yan na-extract properly. It will turn into a different fats na yun yung nagbablock sa mga arteries natin at nagbibigay ng sakit sa atin. Kung ganun yung proseso ng pagkain, ganun din in terms of our loving relationship together as husband and wife. Okay? And the wife should not just lie there motionless like a doll. She won't be able to reach orgasm. The wife needs to move her lips aggressively with her husband's rhythm to give her husband the most joy. Okay? Kaya there should be a proper movement, give and take relationship. Na yung give and take relationship na yon is we wanted to give joy towards each other. Hindi yung merong limitation, but we wanted to give 100%. Starting from the beginning of our caressing each other. Kaya nga, kung titignan natin, sexual love relationship between husband and wife is absolute submission towards each other. Wala dapat reservation. Kasi pag merong reservation, okay, dyan magkakaroon ng bigger problem in terms of relationship of husband and wife. Kaya sabi ni Father, true love making should not be forced, but it should be automatically done in joy. Do not just think to receive love, but give and receive when you make love. Then the ideal will be established. Okay? Kaya love making is not just it's not by force, but it should be done with an utmost experience of joy through loving each other. Okay? Kaya there should be no guilty feelings when we have a relationship with one another. Kaya nga, yun yung purpose ng becoming a husband and wife. Na dito talaga na-exercise yung tinatawag nating absolute submission and absolute giving of love towards each other. It is with the relationship of love making of a man and a woman. Okay? Does it make sense? Adyo po ba? Yan. So when a couple makes love physically, the wife should not receive from her husband, but she must think of how to give the most joy to her husband. Then give and receive action will be established. A man does not want his wife to be like a doll, just lying there when making love. Dapat merong proper give and receive action. There must be an act. Kaya nga tinatawag na act of love. There is a sharing of action from the husband to the wife and to the wife to the husband. Na hindi na iniisip kung sino ang mag-initiate. But both of them, they wanted to give joy towards each other. And that is the relationship of husband and wife. Okay? And these are the checklists for blessed couple. 12 helpful tips for husband and wife. Number 1 is always hold hand with each other, either walking or even inside the house. Walking inside the house. Okay? There must be a time that we should hold hands. Sabi nga natin last time, di ba? Even when you pray together, dapat magkahawak ang kamay ng husband and wife. Because we are offering our report to God. And both of us should be united together. Okay? Yan. Hold hands with each other while watching TV. Okay? Yan. Pagka nasa moment kayo na nandoon kayo together. Okay? Sharing a moment together. Watching and enjoying television. Hindi lang dapat magkahiwalay kayo. Nasa different opposite side of the couch. But you should be sitting together and enjoy watching together. Okay? Minsan sinasabi na pagka nanonood tapos magkatabi tapos nagkukwentuhan, parang ini-spoil. Pero actually, that is a sharing of heart and emotion of each other. That is one way of sharing or communicating with one another. And that is very important that we have to think of. Hold hands in bed before you fall asleep. Actually, hindi nga lang hold hands ang sinasabi ni Father eh. Ang sinasabi ni Father is, husband and wife should embrace each other until they fall asleep. Okay? Yan. And then call each other at least once a day if you are in a different workplaces. Pagka magkalayo kayo ng trabaho, at least there must be a constant communication with each other. Okay? Dati kasi tawag, telepono. Ngayon, meron naman ng text. Okay? Hindi nga lang dapat minsan eh. Kasi kung 3 times kang kakain sa loob ng office, pag nagtatrabaho ka, dapat 3 times mo ring kumustahin yung partner mo. Your husband or your wife. At least just simply say, how are you? Have you eaten your lunch? Have you eaten your breakfast? Have you eaten your dinner? Okay? Yan. So dapat merong way of communicating with each other. Okay? And each morning, bow to God and true parents and all humankind and say the pledge together. And then bow to each other with respect. Okay? Kaya nga 'di ba tuwing Ansiel or tuwing Ansiel 'di ba dapat ando doon ang buong family magbow kay true parents and then after that magbow to each other and the children will bow in front of the parents. Okay? And dapat ang husband and wife, we should maintain that tradition of giving a highest respect towards each other. Okay? We should give our first and foremost greeting to God together and then greetings and give our utmost respect towards each other. Okay? Sabi natin, busy na kasi ang daming ginagawa. Pero pwede pa rin naman natin gawin kung gusto natin. Okay? Minsan kasi we are making excuses not to do it. Pero kung titignan natin, ano lang naman ilang minuto lang naman. Minsan nga nagcha-challenge ako pagka yung time na nandito ako sa bahay. Tapos pag sinasabihan ako ng wife ko na, "Apa, magkyumbe naman tayo sabay." Dapat hindi na yun sinasabi eh. Dapat automatic na gagawin natin yun pagka magkasama tayo together. And that should be the greeting that we will be offering to God. First hour in the morning as a couple. Katulad natin nung single pa tayo, di ba? Una natin gagawin pagbangon natin sa bed, anong ginagawa natin? Di ba nagpe-pray tayo, nag-offer tayo ng greetings kay God. That is for single. Pero pag husband and wife, paggising sa umaga, kaya nga dapat magkasama yung husband and wife na matulog eh. Pero pag hindi, at least okay, during the time that we are together, we have to do it. Okay? And we must do it. Kasi doon nakikita yung ng mga anak yung connection ng husband and wife together. Okay? So kiss and hug each other before leaving or going to work. Yan. Minsan parang awkward, pero pag nakikita ng mga anak natin na we are kissing each other naturally and embracing each other, nagkakaroon din sila ng idea na, uy, hindi ako pwedeng umalis kung hindi ako magpaalam. Okay? Or hindi ako pwedeng umalis kung hindi ko maipakita hindi ko ako makapagsabi sa aking magulang. Dapat magsimula yun. And how can we do it as a husband and wife? Kiss and hug each other before leaving or going to work. Yan. You speak to each other with polite words and a respectful heart. Okay? So we should not speak harsh words. Okay? We should give a loving words to our partner. Okay? Minsan sabi, paano pag galit na? Paano pag hindi na makontrol? Okay? Pag hindi na makontrol, at least you must do an action to reverse it. Kaya nga minsan, di ba, pagka sinasabi ni Father na pag umalis na meron kayong alitan, pagbalik, anong gagawin ng both husband and wife? Dapat ang feeling nila is they miss each other and they wanted to meet each other together. Okay? Dapat meron tayong reversal action. Kaya nga yun yung kung ma-remember niyo yung lecture natin na sa relationship ng husband and wife, in one withdrawal, dapat merong 5 deposit. Okay? Na pag sinabi nating withdrawal, pag merong misunderstanding, dapat merong 5 times na gagawin ang both husband and wife to reverse the cause of the problem. Starting with talking with one another, holding each other, or embracing each other. Kaya sabi ni Father, every misunderstanding, okay, pagka nagkaroon ng resolution, you must celebrate victory. And how can we celebrate? We must embrace each other. And we must say thank you towards each other. Okay? Yan. So study and learn together every day. Okay? Hondokhe. Doing hondokhe together. Okay? Working it out together. Okay? Kaya importante din na we have to do it. We have to do together hondokhe. Lalong-lalo pag magkasama na rin lang tayo, we have to enjoy being together. Okay? Pag occupied tayo, busy tayo, there must be a time that we should do it together. Kahit sabihin natin busy tayo sa work, pwede namang 5 minutes eh. We can do it together. Bakit? So that we can learn together. We can receive guidance together. Pero pag separate pa rin, ano mangyari? Individual pa rin. And then hindi maibibigay completely ni God yung inspiration sa atin. It is just a half of it. Aju? Does it make sense? Yeah, we needed to make effort, my dear brothers and sisters. We have to find time. Hindi yung mag-aantay tayo ng oras. Kasi kung mag-aantay tayo ng oras, hindi natin alam kung kailan darating. Kaya it's better for us to make time and find the right timing together. Okay? Kaya nga yun yung kinakatuwa ko sa wife ko kasi pagka minsan throughout the day, sabi niya, "Apa, mag-conduct kayo naman tayo, sabay tayo." Okay? Minsan nagigilty ako, dapat ako maggawa ako mag-initiate ng ganon. Pero dahil siya yung natutuwa din ako kasi na-challenge ako. Kasi hindi ako sanay sa ganon eh. Okay? And mind you, if we will do it together, we can have a deeper realization because God can give the full love and learning to us. Aju? And so we have to do hondokhe together. Okay? Aside from yung hondokhe natin, together with as a family, dapat as a couple, we should also do hondokhe together. Okay? So sleep in the same bed without clothes and touch skin to skin. Okay? This is true if kung dalawa lang kayo sa loob ng bed. Okay? Pero pag may mga bata, usually sila yung nasa gitna, no? Pero at the end, dapat magkatabi pa rin yung husband and wife. Okay? And it's really important. Meron akong na-receive na testimony coming from guidance pala. Coming from the tribe in Mindanao. Sabi niya, very proud yung sister na sabi niya, actually, kahit magkaaway kami mag-asawa, hindi kami magkahiwalay ng higaan. We always see to it that we will sleep together. And that's really very important. Lalong-lalo na pagka merong misunderstanding ang mag-asawa, we should not disconnect from each other. But the more we should develop connection with one another. Okay? We should not separate, but the more we should be connected together. Bakit? Kasi nailabas natin yung negative emotion na doon tayo natututo. Pero ang nangyari kasi, instead na natututo tayo, nagtatanim tayo ng sama ng loob sa isa't isa. Kaya instead na connecting, ano nangyari? We tend to separate with one another. Aju? Okay. Number 9, make love at least twice a week when you live together. Okay. Actually, twice a week. Parang siguro in the very beginning, hindi lang twice a week. Because nandoon pa yung intimacy with one another. Okay? Pero minsan lalo pagka mga busy na and then malayuan, okay? Yung meeting together, pagka nagkaroon kayo ng chance to be together, make that as an opportunity that you can intimately meet together. Okay? Lalo pag nagtatrabaho sa malayo yung husband or yung wife, okay? Bakit ba naghanap ng iba yung iba? Lalo pag malayo. Because of the misunderstanding of the communication or the connection with one another. Okay? And instead of yung naka-concentrate, naka-focus dun sa partner, ang nangyari is they find alternative na hindi dapat ganon for husband and wife. Dapat merong intimate connection even in a far distance together. Okay? So dapat magkaroon pa rin ng connection with one another. And pag mag-meet, dapat nandoon yung 100% na we miss each other. Hindi yung 100% naman na parang hindi na natin kilala ang isa't isa. Okay? Pero ang pinaka-the most, sabi ni Father, make love at least twice a week when you are living together. Okay? Yun yung pinaka-minimal. Okay? At least. And then, do things together and develop common interests outside the home. Okay? Isa sa mga pinakamagandang way of doing things together is preparing food for the children together. Actually, tuwang-tuwa ang mga anak pag nakikita nila na both parents are preparing food for the children. Okay? Lalong-lalo pag yung father ang nagpre-prepare, ang nagluluto tapos sinusuporta ng mother. Actually, tuwang-tuwa yung mga anak natin pag nakikita nilang ganun. And they enjoy eating the food that we have prepared. Bakit minsan ayaw kumain ng mga anak? Kasi minsan, separate yung magulang. Minsan, ayaw pang sumabay yung mga anak na kumain kasi minsan ino-order na lang natin yung pagkain. Ano ibig sabihin nun? Hindi na feel ng mga anak yung love ng both parents together. Pero when we cook together, when we enjoy doing things together, children will learn how important that we have to do everything together. And they can support us and they can help us. Actually, hindi mo naman kailangan sabihan yung anak mo na maghugas ka nga ng plato. Hindi mo rin sabihin na, anak, maglaba ka nga. Hindi mo kailangan sabihin yun. just needed to show them. We just needed to let them see that we are enjoying it together as a couple. Okay? Yan. And then number 12, serve God by serving others as individual and as a family. Okay? One time merong challenge yung anak ko na yung panganay na anak ko. Nasa EDSA kami, tapos sabi niya, "Apa, may humihingi. Pwede ba nating bigyan ng piso?" Okay? Napaisip ako nung sinabi niya yun sa akin. Kasi kung sabihin kong hindi, okay? Anong ibig sabihin nun? We are selecting the people that we are helping. Okay? Kaya nga during the time, talagang sabi ko, ando doon pa rin talaga yung remnant of evilness within me na tinuturuan ako ng anak ko. Okay? Anong tinanong ko siya, paano pag gamitin niya ang ganito? Sabi niya sa akin, "Apa, responsibility na niya yon. Ang pinakamalaga is we give them." Di ba? Sometimes, di ba, pagka merong humingi sa atin, nandoon kaagad yung mindset natin, "Naku, gamitin lang niya sa ganito." Pero a pure mind, they just wanted to give and trust the person. Kung ano man gagamitin niya, binigay mo na. Okay? Kaya doon ako na talagang na ano tawag nun? Home run ako sa anak ko during that time. Okay? So we have to serve God. Okay? By serving others as individual and as a family. Kaya nga, hindi pwede na kung mag-mission tayo, iwanan natin lang yung mga anak natin. Okay? They should know and they should become part. They should also know how to take ownership. Okay? That's why, pagka nakikita nila na nag-serve tayo in the public, pagka sinasama natin sa mga ginagawa natin sa buhay, most especially in terms of giving love to the community, sharing God's love to the community, natututo rin sila and they will learn how to do it as well. Kasi we have to understand na ang mga anak, hindi sila natututo by words. They learn through action na nakikita sa magulang. Aju? So my dear brothers and sisters, okay, we need to become a model of God. Kaya sabi ni Father, even if you are not fighting in front of your child, if internally you are judging each other, you are destroying the spiritual body of your spouse and your child. Then the child lost his true identity. Abel's heart plus positive thinking plus vertical connection to God is very important. If you always think negative and always worry about something else, the negative feeling or worry will come true. Okay? That's why hondoke and prayer is very important. Because through hondoke and prayer, we can receive good inspiration coming from God. So I hope that with that, we have discovered and understand how valuable and how important the intimate relationship of husband and wife. So that we are giving a good vibes and good positive feeling to our children. Good morning to everybody.
Wow. Our lecture for today is so very interesting. So, I know na lahat po tayo ay maraming natutunan sa lecture ni Brother Randy. So, habang habang nakikinig ako sa message today is a lot of reflection and a lot of things na kulang pa. As a blessed couple, marami akong kakulangan as wife and as a But anyway, it's good opportunity for us to listen to God's word. So, time for reflection. So, sino po sa inyo ang ready to give an reflection? So, pwede pong mag-volunteer muna. Oh, everybody is so quiet. So, magtatawag na lang po ako kung sino mauna. Bakit hindi nawawala yung ano? Okay. Okay, may I call on first our brother Kuya Alan Cadano for the inspiration and the reflection. Good morning, Kuya.
Maraming tatamaan nito. Are you ready?
Good morning po.
Good morning. I cannot switch on the light. Natutulog pa yung anak ko rito. I don't know why Randy was choosing that topic. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Medyo mahina po ang sound.
About me. Can you hear me?
Okay.
Okay. Mangyayari. You know one reason why I'm here in Japan? It was because there was a message when I was in headquarters and my wife was here in Japan that she's filing a divorce. And I was thinking, why did that happen? And the national leader told me to go immediately to Japan and settle it. I was wondering why it flew to that level. But I later knew that it was only a kasinungalingan strategy made by the spiritual father of my wife in order that I'll be here in Japan. And I was really thinking that divorce was invented by Satan. Mabuti pa dyan sa Philippines, walang divorce. Kaya, blessed are the Filipinos. The Filipinos are very romantic. While here in Japan, our Japanese people are not so. And as I have mentioned before, not in all seasons here that you can do sex ang hirap pag winter. I've never done sex during winter time. Kaya nalala ko yung kanta. Ewan ko kung ano yung kompletong lyrics doon. Pagbuka ng bulaklak, ang saya-saya. I think Randy knows the full lyrics about it. Buti pa pag ang bulaklak, pagbubuka, may kaligayahan. Kaya when there was this lecture,
Laro ng mga bata yun, kuya. Dahil yung hawak kamay pa na.
Hindi ko alam kung anong complete lyrics. I was closing my eyes when I was listening to the lecture. But anyway, I really don't know if I have experienced all those things that were given in the lectures, even on the 3-day ceremony. I really don't know how to do sex. Hindi ko na alam kung pumasok on the first night. Basta pumutok na lang. But I was thinking, the second night, the third night, ay parang mistake ata yung first night. Because you could feel it was really there inside. I don't even know what is clitoris. I've never kissed the nipple. And I really don't know how to make it a virgin. Pati si Mrs. hindi niya alam. Anyway, I just really don't know if all blessed couples are really doing it. Maraming mga couples dito sa Japan who are already engaged to divorce. And one even couple just this month told me that he was already holding a paper of filing a divorce. And he called me before signing it. And I said, tear that paper off, tear it down. After all these years, ngayon mo yan gagawin. Nag-graduate na yung anak mo. Ready for blessing, ready for matching. Saka kayo magganyanan. And, well, buti siguro sa Philippines, walang divorce. Mayroong annulment, pero ang mahal-mahal.
Meron pa yung illegal separation, kuya. Which is worse.
Worse because it took time and it's very expensive.
Minimum yata ngayon 400,000, kuya, for legal separation. 400,000.
And a blessing, 3 araw lang, 3 gabi. Enjoy na. Langit na. Kahapon, incidentally, I was listening to a TV program about uh, ang bawal na pag-ibig, uh, because the topic was the legal aspects on how to make love and how to deny love legally. What is concubine? What is paramour? How to make an annulment? Why do you want to make annulment? Then the topic today is to refresh what is love, to refresh your relationship between husband and wife. Now, I would like to raise up the question, when was the last time you had sex with your husband or your spouse? Can you still remember? Tumawa si Jen. You don't know, but the
Boy,
listeners-
tinay.
Last night, kuya.
night.
Oh, joke, kuya, joke.
I think the last,
Boy, tinay des.
I think the last time I have sex with my wife was January 2, 2018. How long was that?
2018 po.
Yes,
Grabe.
that was during the matching of our eldest son. Do you know when you made your first child? I still can remember it. January 4, 1995. And my eldest son was born September 19, 1995. Mhm. I think that's 39 weeks, the 39th week before the maximum date of conception. 40 weeks, 40 weeks before the birth. And the second child, the third child, in all the children I know, I still can remember when I made it, because it's that only day or dates that I could remember when it happened, because we never do it twice a week or every week or every day. Swerte na kung in 3 months merong isa. And I was trying to reflect on the national leaders way back during Kuya Eric's time. Wala silang blessed child. To Engineer Soria, wala silang blessed child. To Brother Joshua Huso, before or during his administration as national leader, wala silang anak. During the time of Joseph Nabal, in his leadership, wala silang anak. During the time of Julius, wala silang anak. Sabi ko, bakit? Bakit? Sabi ko, isip, siguro wala silang sex. Siguro, puno ng stress. Siguro, very tiresome ang leadership. Eh, nung bumaba naman sa leadership si Brother, nagkakambal. Sabi ko, very tiresome ang leadership. Kung nagtuturo ako noon everyday, mahirap. Dito sa Japan, nagtuturo ka, alas 5 pa lang kailangan aalis ka na. Because the schedule of the bus is, the train is 5:40. Na, pag maiiwan ka ng train, late ka talaga sa school. So, you have to be in a hurry. But you still have to make your baon, your lunch. And then you will arrive back at home at about 7:30 in the evening. You have no more time even to talk to your children. Tulog pa sila eh. And then when you arrive 7:30, pagod ka, kain ka na lang, maligo ka, bagsak ka na. So, that's it. So how would you fulfill that 2 times a week? And this time in my age, sa body clock kasi wala na eh. Yung mga teenager, sabi niya, palaging 12 o'clock. I'm pointing on direction. Tapos at the age of 40, na life starts at 40. Pero sa totoo lang, at the age of 40, may nararamdaman ka na. Wala nang alas 12. Siguro may alas 2. And then later, 50 years old ka na. Buti kung may alas 3. No? I don't know if the wives here could understand what I mean. No? Erection. At the age of 55, 4 o'clock. At the age of 60, 6 o'clock. Ayaw nang tumayo. Kaya, isip ko kay Father, sabi ko, very healthy si Father at the age of 60. Meron pa rin siya. And he's the Messiah. He's really full of stress and very tired. Pintuan niya namin, biruan niya namin. Wala na yung talong. Buti pa ang okra. May madulas pa doon sa dulo. Tawanan na lang kami, mga brothers. Kwentong barbero. Pero sabi ng isa, buti nga ang okra eh. Straight pa. Sa akin, sili. Tapos sabi ng isa, buti sa'yo, sili na ano pa. Tapos, ang sa akin, sili na tuyong-tuyo na. About the wives, I don't know, but I still could remember it. Last 2019, saradong-sarado, dikandado. Ayaw nang bumuka. Kahit na, yun nga, sabi ni Ron, ni Randy na foreplay, ang hirap. Ang hirap na mag-foreplay kasi minupose na eh. There's that time when you are still young. You have to really do it. You have to really do it. If the husband is very busy, ah, mahirap kahit gustuhin man ng lalaki. Wala eh. Pagod siya eh. Stimulate mo man. Wala. Hmm? Tamad yung katawan ng lalaki. Kaya this time na you are still young, do it. Do it. Because when it is too late, wala na. Mahirap na. And when you do it, make it truly intimate. And do you remember when you make your first baby? When you make your second baby? When was the last time you had sex with your spouse? This is very important thing. Mas maganda pa yan ito sa birthday. And I don't know if really, mabilang ko lang eh kung kailan yung, kailan yung before sex I prayed to God. God, please join us. But only few times. But that builds really relationship. Yung maghubad yung wife, makita ng husband. Naku, isaranan niya bigla yung pintuan. Pagsasabihin ka pa, tingnan, magalit kung makita niyang nakahubad ng bibihis. But there was a brother who also told me, alam mo kuya, magbibihis kami. Kahit yung mga anak ko, sabi niya, okay lang sa amin hubot-hubad. Makita man ng anak ko, natural lang sa kanila. Walang mali siya. Kahit na yung anak ko, dalaga na. Galing sa banyo, lalabas siya, hindi na nagtatapis. I never hear that dyan sa Philippines. Yung mga bata, yes. Pero mga dalaga at binata, wala. Kasi very, very quick ang stimulation nila. Kaya maraming incest dyan. Okay. These are only experiences. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much po, Kuya Alan. Oh, how a nice and honest reflection and inspiration from our Kuya Alan. So, totoo po na pag tumatanda na nawawala na ng tawag doon, active stimulation. And then, as I remember also hindi ko rin maalala kung nung first time namin na mag sexual relationship ng husband ko is hindi ko maalala kung in-invite ba namin si God. So, kaya this lecture is so very interesting and good guidance para sa mga new couple. So, kaya sayang lang at wala tayong mga newly couple na nandirito. So, anyway, so let's have to invite more especially sa mga newly blessed couple, para at least magkaroon sila ng more education kung paano yung relationship as husband and wife is truly tightly, na never give up and never think the negative. So that's, thank you very much po again. So for the next reflection, I think let's go to our sister Amy from Japan. I know she have a lot of inspiration that na receive today. So let's welcome Sister Amy.
Good morning, Tita
Morning.
Nina. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Natatawa ako kasi sabi, Tita Nuance. Parang naging nuance. First, thanks to Heavenly Parents and to parents. Thank you so much to our elder, Sir Manong Randy. Thank you so much for that big inspiration and many points. And thank you so much to Kuya Alan. Yes, that's true, Kuya Alan. Reflection. Sometimes, sister, not like make group like me, sharing about the relationship about husband and wife, and also the brother also. They have like a group who are sharing about every situation. That's why from the lecture of Manong Randy, for me is for the point as sex is very important for the husband and wife relationship, and that's the point is always we need to center our heavenly parents and true parents, especially our heavenly parents always emphasize how important husband and wife relationship. Um, I remember yes, 2011, I attend the 120 days in the Philippines Antipolo seminar that international leadership. All the book of True Father, we need to study. That's true. From the lecture of Manong Randy, that's also Father emphasize how the husband and wife to make love. Father explained everything. That time 20 days also, the time also like good timing for me, but that time I'm not yet start. I the time I read that book of True Father, like I feel like I make laughy, but actually we need to serious about that. Um, especially this education is emphasizing how important uh, make love with God, with heavenly parents, and because as a blessed member, we emphasize how important the second gen. That's why that the time I match is really for me or everybody really understand how important the bless. That's why everything is we need to practice as a couple, but sometimes we both we know about divine principle, but like Kuya Alat said, it's very difficult sometimes to really apply because some more, like I remember sharing in gathering in what's that, Shibuya, like members said, Father, uh, in the book, it's very complete to explain about husband and wife, but it's really like from the start to apply with the both member to know divine principle is so difficult because we know to understand about the tradition, but so difficult to apply. It's easy to accept, but with action is difficult because it's still like the lecture of um, Manorendi is still that the Satan, the holy nature because of the fool. That's why we have limitation. And I think this education Zoom meeting for me is very important to um, remind us as a blessed member because sometimes we forget our responsibility. We need to fulfill like true father, and also yes, that's true. How many leaders, members? It's difficult to make a second chance, but sometimes I reflect why outside people is easy to make many children, but the the blessed member is so difficult to make second chance. That's why that's uh, Kuya Alan sure. I think it's because of the very stressed, very tired. That's true, but true father, right? True father is very healthy, very easy to to make second chance. That's why it's really we need to take care of ourselves. Like a father, we need to really take care of ourselves to make a second chance, and second generation is very important. That's why thank you so much, Heavenly Parents and True Friends. Thank you so much, True Father. I think that True Father is very happy this time because my brothers and sisters, we try to do our best. And thank you so much, our all brothers and sisters, leaders, hard work, and especially Manurandi to explain everything to remind to us, to remind this very important education. Um, I think we need to do more about these educations. We need to expand and explore to know, especially as also people. And number one, as a blessed member, is really we need to observe this education. It's very important to us. I think, thank you so much, people. Thank you so much again.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Sis Amy, for your reflection. Yeah, it's true. For the husband and wife is truly hindi dapat mawawala ang sexual relationship kasi this is the most important relationship sa mag-asawa. As the more na we have our sexual relationship, the more we are close each other, and then we can truly understand God's love to everyone. So yeah, we need to practice our lecture in our daily life, especially sa relationship ng husband and wife. It's truly amazing this lecture today, lalo na dun sa 12 tips of for a blessed couple. But honestly saying the 12 12 12 tips of a blessed couple is truly parang wala akong na parang wala akong na pa-practice mostly pag yung sabi walking together, holding hands, wala akong alala na naglalakad kami ng holding hands ng asawa ko. Kasi mostly sasabihin ko sa asawa ko, maghawak naman tayo ng kamay. Sabi ng mga asawa ko, hindi naman tayo magkasabay laging maglakad. Mostly, andiyan ka anong tawag doon, sa hulihan. Nandun siya sa unahan. Sabi, paano tayo maghahawak ng kamay? And then about naman sa sexual relationship, once twice a day. Twice a day ba yun? Twice a week. uh, dyan lang kami para nagkaroon ng parang active. Mostly yung when we are still young. Ang sabi nga ng asawa ko, twice a day ang gusto niya. Sabi ko, I cannot dahil very, very, very tired na. So, anyway, tama nga yung sinabi na, laging sinasabi ng asawa ko na, the more active in a sexual relationship, the more we are healthy. Tama nga naman. Just like true father, at the age of 60s, marami siya naging fruits. So, very, very truthful ang ating lecture from our true parents. So, thank you very much. So, now, let's have to call our next reflector. May I call I think this is the first time I saw her to join to the Zoom. May I call our sister Jesseline Illustrissimo? Can you have a reflection today? Even you are late, I know you have some reflection.
Good morning,
Good
mga kuya,
morning.
mga ate. Yes, Kuya Alan, Ate Nila, headquarters staff during my husband Ryan Illustrissimo's mission. Thank you, Ate Terry. Actually, I just wake up when I look up my laptop and Ate Terry, pasok lang, sabi niya. So, ay hindi ko pala alam na may schedule tayo ng mga ganito kasi katatapos din kahapon ng ating yung mga blessed children, 13 years old and above, na yung purification workshop nila and blessing. So, thank you so much for having this yung meeting natin na ganito as blessed husband and wives. Ay talaga naman, napakadaming 12 tips. Nung una-una pa po. Wait lang kasi ang aking alaga kasi lumabas. Yes. Yeah. Even Brother Randy, yan. Maraming fruits. Yeah, it actually nung mga year 2000 onwards, I have already encountered this important points for husband and wives, and we call that tips, no? So, yeah, sinabi ni Ate, may nagsasalita ka din, Ate Nelia. Yes, tama yes. Yun. Nung una pa tayo kahit twice a day, more than pa, nako. Pero ngayon, parang mahirap yata. That's reality. Yeah. Especially ako ilang years nang hindi pa dumating ang aking palalab. Kasi nandun naman sa Amerika. Pero naiwanan ako ng 5 mga bata. So, sunod-sunod yan. So, talaga naman na habang bata talagang malakas. Pero habang tumatanda naman parang nabibilang na yata sa akin, sa inyo, kasi nandyan lang yung partner nyo. Pero everyday naman na may communication kami ng husband ko. So, parang na lang, virtual hugging, virtual kiss. Parang mga ganyan na lang nangyayari sa amin, even my children. So, very fortunate pala and thankful for God na mayroon tayong communication ng mga ganito kasi very, very important talaga yung relationship ng husband and wife. Makikita ng mga bata na labat ni mama ni papa si ganito ba yung relationship ng mag-asawa kasi nag-observe ang mga bata. So, hindi natin alam na nakabantay pala sila diyan. So, very sensitive ang mga bata. So, sabi pa naman, mama kiss naman, kiss. Kiss kay papa, kiss. Hanggang sa yung cellphone ako, wala na yung laptop ako, marami ng laway. Anyway, tama naman na yung sinabi pa ni Father na you have to sleep unclothed, no? So actually in our physical body, talagang parang maganda talaga yung yung ma-experience natin na mga ganyan as our true Father is really helping us to become closer to our partner, our beloved partner. Kaya thankful talaga na we have our two parents always guiding us how we can be able to really be close to our husband or to our wife. The only Messiah, our behalf. Kuya Alan, the friend of my husband, always know this. Always strong, Kuya, ha? Yeah. We really need you, and you have a lot of good guidance to us, being our elder brother, our kuya, beloved kuya. And our mga ate, dyan, shout out mga ate, oy. Pero dapat sana, dami-dami natin. Being marami tayong blessed families. Sana ganito, no? Kasi nakaka-inspire naman na mayroon tayong mga inspiration na nare-receive every now and then. Habang tumatanda naman tayo, hindi na tayo mag-deny. Kasi ako, mga na ako, 51. So, pero nandyan si Amy, kalakasan pa yan si Amy. Si Brother Randy, kahit alam ko na sunod-sunod din. Very happy na nakikita ko na mayroon mga fruits sa mga natin, blessed families din. Yeah, Ate Nilia, long time no see. Ate Tess, so busy siguro sa Ate Tess naman. Anyway, ang dami ko nang sinabi pero marami pa. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much, Sister Jesselyn. So hope you next time you come again.
Yes.
Okay, so let's call our sister in Japan, also our sister Nila Iwaki, Ate Nila.
Sandali lang ha, sandali lang. Okay. Sorry, good morning. Pinatay ko muna yung aking niluluto kasi habang ako'y nakikinig nagluluto kasi may activities ang mga anak ko, kailangan nilang magbaon ng ubento kaya nagluto na rin habang nakikinig. Anyway, sorry marami na akong hindi naka-attend na meeting. Anyway, I'm very sorry, and today's lecture, I'm very thankful and grateful with very deep guidance from our beloved true parents, from heavenly parents as well. So actually very, very, very deep and very, how to say, quite difficult to substantialize some of them. So yung ibang lectures hindi ko napakinggan. Anyway, I would like to reflect on the 12 points. 12 points, yun ang medyo na-catch up ko. So sabi dito, yun? Hold hands with each other while watching TV. I think nung medyo early, during the early years of our marriage, I think we are doing this. But lately, hindi na talaga namin nagagawa, sa totoo lang. Hindi ko na matandaan. Kasi madalang na rin ako manood ng TV. Kasi pag busy, minsan din ayaw kong manood ng TV kasi hindi ko naman mapanood yung gusto kong channel dahil nandyan yung aking tatlong mag-aama. So sila yung sila yung main dun sa TV. Main,
Hindi mo naman
tawag
maintindihan.
dyan?
Owner.
Sila yung nagko-control ng channel. So, sabi ko, gusto kong panoorin ito. Minsan lang akong manood ng TV. Hindi naman ako manalo, kaya sige na nga lang, kayo na nga lang manood ng TV. Dito lang palagi ako sa kusina. Sabi ko nga sa kanila, my kingdom of heaven is in the kitchen. Sabi ko sa kanila palagi. Ayan. So, hold hands with each other while walking outside. So, sometimes I'm doing this, we are doing this with my husband, you know. If there is chance, especially when we are going to supermarket, so pagbaba ng sasakyan, kaagad-agad ko nang hahalbutin yung kanyang kamay. So wala naman niya yung reklamo, yan ay talagang mag-holding hands. Yan. Minsan nga, pag naglalakad pa, pahawak-hawak pa siya sa puwit. Sabi ko, Papa, we are in public. Sabi ko sa kanya, huwag mo namang haplosin yung puwit ko. Sabi ko sa kanya, my husband is quite a little bit romantic. Parang ganun. So, basta may opportunity yan ay hahawak kahit saan. Ako ang minsan ang na umiila, parang ganun. And then, sabi dito, hold hands each other in bed before fall asleep. So, sometimes we are doing this also. Holding hands, especially kung andun yung feeling ko na parang down ako. Ayun, pag nakahiga na parang gusto kong hawakan yung kamay niya, gusto kong matouch yung niya ba, yung skin niya. Because through that, I feel comforted, nakukomfort ako. And then, I really feel I regain strength through that. Call each other at least once a day if you work with different place. Actually, when we are in our earlier of marriage, I always doing these things, you know, always see to it to send his message and call, especially kung ang trabaho niya ay sa gabi. Kasi minsan nag-worry ka, natutulog kayo, siya ay nagtatrabaho, parang ganun. So, most of the time, andun yung worries mo sa iyong asawa. Kasi wala siya sa bahay, wala siya sa tabi mo, ganun. Parang andun yung worry of yung care. Sometimes, baka magkaroon ng accident, mga ganun ba. So, I usually did this when we are in the earlier of our marriage. Pero nung lumaki na yung mga anak ko, parang dahan-dahan nang nawala. Madalang na, even this time. Pero yung asawa ko naman kasi, minsan tatawag yan, lalo na kung pauwi na. Nilasan, I'm going home, please prepare the bathroom. So, ako naman kanda-ugaga akong bibilisan kung ipiprepare yung aming bathroom, the bathtub, para pagdating niya makakaligo siya kasi usually gusto niyang maligo before eating the dinner. Ganon. Yun. And then, sabi dito, ano ba ito? Bow to God and true parents every morning. But usually we are doing this in unchill time. But every day, not easy to do together because we're busy preparing for work. And then kiss and hug each other before going to work. Actually, this is a natural practice for us. Say, for example, if my husband will go out, naturally, he will kiss me before he go out. Or if I'm going out for work, I will kiss him or embrace him. Actually, in the earlier of our marriage, hindi lang kiss and hug. Actually, we touch each other's body. Maybe it is quite strange kung marinig nyo, pero nung bata pa kami, sa totoo lang paano kami nagpapaalaman sa bawat isa, I usually say, itirashai in Japanese, ne? Itirashai, and then I touch his holy place. I say, this is mine, itirashai, with the kiss. And my husband touched my breast. And he say, oh, this is mine, like this. And he go out for work. So that is during the early year of our marriage. Even sometimes this time we are still doing this. So this is the way we part each other if we are going to work. So that's natural practice for us. Speak each other with polite words and respectful heart. Actually, sometimes this is very difficult to practice, especially sometimes kung makita natin yung ating mga shortcomings, ma-feel natin yung mga shortcomings natin. So sometimes, hindi mo maiwasan na makapagsalita ka ng hindi maganda sa iyong partner, na sometimes ma-realize mo rin na mali ka, kaya tuloy yung partner mo nagtatampo kung minsan. Yun. So I'm really very repentful for these things. And then study and learn every day. So Hundoke ni. Hundoke also actually not easy to do Hundoke together. But every day before going to bed, we close our day with offering vows and greetings and praying and a little bit reading of true parents' words as a family. This is during the night time, but in the morning it's really like individual, bow to God, to true parents, good morning, a little bit prayer, because busy, going to work and going to school yung mga bata. So quite hard to practice in the morning. And then sleep in same bed without clothes and touch skin to skin. Actually, this is very difficult practice here in Japan. Once lang siguro ko nagawa namin as husband and wife. Hindi na naulit kasi lalo na kung winter, napakalamig. Kaya magmedyas pa pagtulog dahil nilalamig ang mga paa kahit na may heater. So, I don't know, when can we do this again? I don't know. And then make love at least twice a week when you live together. Maybe during the younger times, it's applicable. But as a woman, especially when you enter the menopausal stage, one thing I realize is your urge for sex is degrading little by little. But then, during that time, even this time, my husband sometimes keeps encouraging me. Nila-san, please, even though we are getting older and older, please let's try to do even once in a blue moon, because for our health, he is always emphasizing. And, if we make love to each other, my husband is, always checking, Nila-san, do you satisfied after we make love? He is always asking me, Nila-san, do you feel satisfied? And then I have to answer. And then he always explain the importance of making love. But sometimes, truly, I'm not in the mood actually, because very tired, have some muscles pain, not in the mood. So many factors, excuses. But truly, there are times also na if truly I want to really feel and meet God, I always think I have to make love with my husband. So I learned this in different lectures, in my 40 days in Chongpyong, when I attended 40 days in Chongpyong. So we have some lectures like this. And then when you make love, you need to truly pray, especially when you are united together. What I mean is when your husband is inside within you and you are with your husband. So that is very, very important according to Tamnin's guidance during 40 days. We need to pray deeply during those moments. And truly, and then do things together and develop common interests outside home. So I think it's we are doing this and serve God by serving others, individual as a family. So truly thankful with all these beautiful tips from God, from true parents. Truly, if we can develop our relationship day by day, then I think there will be no room for divorce, or there will be no room for disagreement, for fights, and anything. The problem is because sometimes we see the negative side, we see our self-centered view. So those are the problems sometimes that calls for some situation. So it's a good reminder, it's a good lecture, a good guidance, a very deep guidance, how we can build an intimate relationship with our partner. So really so thankful and grateful for heavenly parents and true parents. So that's all what I can share. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much po, Ate Nila, for your great reflection and inspiration that give to our brother and sister. So, hindi ko na po patatagalin. Let's welcome and call our sister Tere Humawan.
Magandang umaga po sa lahat. Padilim po ang aking paligid. Pagpasensyahan po na sa farm po ako. But anyway, very fresh ang paligid. And then I really give a salute to our BFD head for having the courage to really give these kinds of lecture. Actually, it's very delicate lecture wherein kailangan talaga ng guts, kailangan talaga ng lots of preparation and prayers. Saka tibay ng dibdib at tibay ng loob, di ba, Sir Randy? Kailangan nating maging firm. This is it. As I'm, thank you, Sir Randy. And also, as I'm listening to the lecture, ilan kayang tao ang may guts talaga na magbigay ng lecture ng ganito? Yeah. It's really an inspiration, actually. The Blessed Family Department or Blessed Family Education this is it. This is the depth, or we are going deeper. We are removing our malice. We go beyond what is the secular way of life is, and this is the reality. Totoo lang, when I read the book, I was so impressed. I myself, I didn't even have the guts to tell to my husband. But what I did is, I let him read also and have condition after me. Sabi ko, ito ang babasahin natin muna for this. Tapusin natin ito. So I read alone, and then after me, then siya rin binigay ko yung ano. So dito sa farm siya, yan ang book na dinala niya. So in silence, we believe and we learn from each other. Yeah, we tried to practice. Hindi ko na isa-isahin yan. And I believe this contribute a lot also in our relationship as we go along. And thank you so much also kay Sir Alan. I really appreciate Sir Alan when he asked questions about the dates. I'm so sorry po. Talo ako dyan. I cannot remember. I didn't remember the dates. But then I believe it's very important also for us to keep those dates because there are the many very meaningful dates that we have. Meeting God. With regards sa mga kapatid natin na nandito ngayon and even in the YouTube live, marami po silang nakikinig din ngayon. Grab the opportunity when we are young. Totoo yan. Kahit lahat-lahat ng bagay na pwedeng mga opportunities, especially in the building relationship with husband and wife. When we are still young like us before, kasi ako ngayon, nasa 50s na ako, 54 na ako. Grab all the time, that opportunities, enjoy life, enjoy your togetherness. And that will become a very meaningful days that we can reminisce when we are now in that point of declining. Declining in different things. Pag marami ng salon pass, marami ng haplas, yun yung time na kagaya sa akin ngayon, ang dami kong salon pass, haplas dito ngayon. Is magit ang ulo and I want to refresh myself. That's why I came here in the farm. So, sa time na ito yung age ng 40s, 50s, or let's say 50s, ano yan talaga, nabihira na yung nangyari. It's only now, magde-decline na, mapil mo talaga na it's only now companionship na lang ang nandyan. Companionship na lang. But then we need to have it. It's because it is also contribute to our health. Ito dapat din ang iano natin may share din natin sa mga elder ones na did not to neglect totally. But we need to have still because it gives, siguro sabi ko nga kanina, kaya siguro nagde-deteriorate ang health na kasi minsan-minsan na lang. Pero yeah, it's really true. But I believe that this is a great inspiration to each and every one of us as a blessed couple. Hindi tayo, sabi natin na hindi tayo magkakaroon ng malis o kaya parang nandidiri tayong pag-discussan ito. This is the most highest thing that we need to discuss on earth. Why? It's because everybody came here. Everybody came from sexual relationship of our parents. And we too also, we are recreating people or our second gen through this. Kaya kung hindi natin maintindihan ang pinakabuod at pinaka-point or pinaka-purpose nito, vertically connected to God, then parang magiging ritual na lang or parang magiging it's for the sake of doing it. No. But because we believe that this is only the power, or this is only the way, sexuality of my husband and wife, it's only the most power thing to solve everything. Kagaya nung kapag meron kang misunderstanding, wala nang imikan yan. Then later on, at the end of the day, sa bed na kayo, that's only kahit doon, pag may mangyari na, lahat na na-solve na. Ganun ang feeling ko. Kahit ang daming mga discussion, ang daming mga fightings natin, misunderstandings, once na nandun na kayo, then that's the point wherein everything will be solved. Mamaya okay na naman. Ganun. That's the point. So, I believe na, yeah, our relationship, hindi lang tayo kasi ang sa paligid natin, nandyan yung mga anak natin. They can come to see what is the real relationship is na pwede nilang tularan. Pwede nilang tularan. And everything that we are doing is, it could become a system of our life, a system of ourselves, like yung mga kissing before leaving and everything. Parang magiging ma-automatize na lang lahat yan kasi ito yung sistema na pwede nating ibikwit din na sistema para sa ating mga anak na makikita nilang ehemplo tayo. Kaya I'm so grateful actually. I'm so tapos nanghinayang ako na how much more if people understand why we wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Ang dami mag-question. And it is not actually, this is the life of true father, waking up early in the morning and praying, right? So parang we are just trying to emulate what true father doing it because in the early morning we learn a lot. And it is also a condition for us to receive God's guidance. Kaya ang very fruitful ito, though we know that together with Sir Randy, we kung tutuusin ka anumang mangyari, still keep going on. Meron at walang darating, keep going on pa rin. It's because we believe this is already a condition of the Blessed Family Education Department to educate more people. Kasi alam natin, we encompass, kumbaga encompassing all the lives of our members. From womb to tomb tayo. Kaya hindi tayo pwedeng walang foundation to give education to our brothers and sisters for leading to the kingdom of heaven. Though hindi tayo perfect. What we are giving as lecture is we are learning also from the lecture itself. Hindi porke nagle-lecture si Sir Randy, perfect na siya. Pero trying hard pa rin si Sir Randy rin na kaya I really appreciate Sir Randy's mga ideas and everything na kasi he was inspired. He was inspired by heaven. I believe that he is the right person to be in the BFD education department. I learned a lot from him. So with humbleness, makikita ko talaga yung yung I learn. Kaya nga minsan doon ako lang palagi kapag nagle-lecture siya. I really wanted to learn also the way he give lecture. The way very simple ang giving lecture niya pero makita mo talaga yung heart of yung sincerity of is there at saka yung inspiration of heaven is there. That's why I do hope na each one of us what we have learned today is and then also ang sharings natin, grabe yung mga sharings natin. We learn from each other. We are inspiring each other. Real talk tayo eh. Wala yung pakunwari kagaya kay Doc Alan. I really appreciate Kuya Alan. Thank you po for always being there with us. We learn from you. Yeah, reality of international couple, reality of the national couple. So we can learn from each one of us. Even mga situations natin, iba-ibang sitwasyon. Sister Nila, I learned also a lot yung, ano yung sabi na, this is mine? Sister Nila, ano yan sa Japanese? Nawala na si Sister Nila, nagluto na siguro yun. But I learned, no? Yeah, we can remind when our husband, lalo sa mga batanon, no? We are not exemption of temptation outside. We are not exemption of temptation outside actually. Kung lalabas ang asawa mo, alam mo na hindi siya santo. No? Even nga Jesus Christ was tempted eh. Kaya kung i-remind mo sa kanya, i-remind natin din sa sarili natin na we are one na wala pwedeng pagbalingan ng attention o kaya pagbalingan ng appreciations or sa natin. Then it's very important for us na sabihin, that's mine, ikaw, that's mine. Ano sister? Kalimot naman ako. Anyway. So,
Hello,
anyway.
ate.
Ano yung sabi mo
when he go out,
yung
our greetings is, I touch his holy place.
Kaya
I said, this is mine.
Anong Japanese niya? Japanese word.
Walang Japanese. Sabi, sa English kasi kami nag-uusap. Sabi ko, this is mine. Your holy place is mine. And he is touching my breast.
May na-share ka kanina na niya, na Japanese term na. But anyway, I really appreciate that point. I learned from that. Siguro
thank you.
Pero hindi ka pwede kayo sabihin mo kasi sa bukid lang naman, sa farm lang naman siya Alan eh. Wala yung kabayo, kalabaw naman nandito. But anyway, it's good pa rin na. It's very nice learning from it. Just naman, how many years na nawala ang partner. Yeah, I really salute you for being controlled na rin. Virtual na lang. Kaya imagining ko na in my life now is sumusunod na ako kay Kuya Alan, kay Doc Alan. 2018 pa daw wala. Actually, ako na honestly speaking, ako na ngayon ang naglikay, ako na ngayon ang nag-avoid. So, totoo yan. Women also, actually hindi na siya nag-desire as it is. Kasi yun nga sana wala na sa katawan natin din na parang mawawala na rin yung ganun. Parang hindi mo masabi na mapagod pero parang yung it's not unlike before na And then the one thing more that is I've learned also in our relationship is we tell what we want. Kung gusto mo may mangyari, ano na, kung hindi man verbal is more an ano na ng action, ganun. So huwag na tayong magpaligoy-ligoy pa lalo sa mga batanon. Ayaw na tayong magiging ano yung kumbaga parang nagkukunwari gano'n. Kung gusto mo sabihin mo, gano'n. You tell, boss, even ikaw yung babae, ikaw yung lalaki, you tell. Not only verbally but in action you can. Hindi yung magmamaktol na lang, magmamaktol. Meron ka palang gusto. Yan. Okay, ano. So let's be open. That's the thing I learned also in our relationship with my husband. So everything is fine naman. Everything is fine. Kung we wanted to, we want to go to a place wherein we are alone, like here in the farm. So parang sarili mo ang mundo, sarili mo ang environment. So it's very nice. Also, it's very refreshing. So let's learn from each other. Thank you so much once again. Thank you, and I really appreciate the discussion that we have this morning. And I believe that everybody learn, and also it's a very successful thing. We have educated one facilitator again to have find courage to really face this responsibility, Sister Nila. Congratulations. So thank you so much po. Maraming salamat at thank you
Thank you
po.
very much at Tites for your grateful inspiration and points of for us to remember to reminder as couple and as a blessed couple. Yeah, it's good to invite it's good to pray first sa mga activity na ating ginagawa as husband and wife. Yeah, it's also the words that I remember from Ate Tess is grab the opportunity when you are still young. Yeah, tama po 'yon kasi especially in sexual relationship. Once na umabot na tayo sa 50 to 60 age, we cannot assume na we are active in sexual relationship. Kasi andyan na yung nagdi-decrease yung ating stimulation as in regarding to sex. So now and then that is our purpose of our marriage. So now let's proceed for our last inspiration message from our director, our brother Randy Ame. Let's welcome him.
Hello po, good morning once again to everybody. And really, I'm very grateful to sa mga sharing natin. It's really quite educational and makita talaga natin yung maturity ng bawat isa, no? How much we look at it in a mature way and how much we discuss things in a mature way. And this is the beauty of our session kasi ito yung unique dito sa parents education kasi hindi natin kailangan ng napakahabang presentation. Mas maganda yung maislabas natin kung ano yung pwede nating i-share na we can learn and we can discover things together. And this is the purpose of this quorum, etong webinar natin para sa ganun we can find solution to the problem by just discussing and sharing our experiences together. Diba? Kahit nga lang nag-share tayo, 'di ba? Hindi natin namamalayan na meron palang natututunan yung iba na pwede nilang maayos yung mga hindi naayos sa kanilang relasyon. And this is very important for us as blessed families kasi unang-una wala talaga tayong yung community wherein we could feel comfortable of sharing things that we have. Okay? Na we can open up. And this is very important lalo sa ating mga Pilipino. Parang ang hirap magsalita lalo pagka merong ibang mga tao na nandiyan. Pero pagka close tayo, magkakakilala tayo, we have the same education, same na root, 'di ba? Parang ang luwag. Okay? Kaya nga this is what we are doing now in BFD. Now we are now starting to make use of all of this material now, so that the next generation of best couple, at least mas marami nang ipapanganak na mga anak ni God kaysa yung anak ni Satan. Hopefully, no, we could really maximize the opportunity na hanggang ang ipapanganak na dito sa mundo ay hindi na yung mga anak ni Satan, but it will become God's children. Kasi mas maganda yung magparami tayo ng blessed children na nag-guide ng tama ng mga magulang kaysa yung dumadami ang satanic children na they are being exposed and they are being influenced by the society. No? Kaya isa rin sa pinag-uusapan namin ngayon ni Cathy, yung BFD director natin sa Philippines, is yung continuous education until talaga magkaroon na ng anak, and how we could really guide all newly blessed couples. Kaya kanina, kahapon actually, yung yung one day seminar na mga newly engaged, and we are setting another schedule for those who have already started family, and we will be presenting the same presentation that we have right now para sa ganon ma-maximize yung learning natin. Kasi kung minsan kasi paulit-ulit lang yung binabasa natin sa Hondok. Kung minsan divine principle, Chong Song-gyong, and hindi pa natin naintindihan lahat yung mga nandun sa Chong Song-gyong. Kaya we are now extracting all of this material, guidance for couples, guidance for children, para sa ganun maano natin, mabigyan natin ng attention na ito yung ibibigay sa mga mag-asawa lang, sa mga children, sa mga husband, sa mga wives. So we are now gathering all of this information para ma-maximize yung capacity natin. Kasi lahat naman ng mga to binigay na ni Father even before. The only thing is hindi natin masyadong nagagamit at hindi natin masyadong napag-uusapan, so that we can raise the standard and we can elevate the standard of our relationship together as a couple, and we can raise the standard of raising our children. No? So hopefully now we could work together, we could help each other to gain more knowledge, gain more experiences from your own experiences of overcoming and making or substantializing the guidance of our true parents. Na ito yung kinakailangan natin to share to each other, and then not only to share to each other but to let other learn from our experiences as well. Kaya yung kapon nga may nagtanong na naman, yung sinabi ni Ma'am Tere na bakit 3 o'clock. I remember nung umakyat ako doon sa Busan, pwede ko rin naman tanungin na bakit kailangan 2 o'clock. Bakit kailangan 2 o'clock tayo akyat? Pwede namang pag maliwanag na. Pero sabi nung guide namin noon, if you really wanted to experience God and true parents, you have to do it during the time that true parents do it. And doon ko na-realize, umaakyat pala si Father from doon sa Busan na inaakyat niya during the time that he's praying for the restoration of the world, is nagsimula siya 2 o'clock in the morning. Tapos tama-tama makarating siya doon sa tuktok, eksakto na papataas na yung araw. That's exactly 6 o'clock in the morning. Okay? Kaya etong schedule natin, 3 to 6. Kumbaga, kulang pa nga ito kung titignan natin kung mag-share tayong lahat ng mga experiences natin. Si Kuya Alan nga, alam ko, nabitin eh. Di ba, Kuya Alan? Kulang yung sharing. Kasi alam ko, maraming sharing si Kuya Alan. Kasi before, when we were together, ang dami namin pinag-uusapan. What can we do and how we could work together to really help our blessed families. Yung mga couple. Okay? And also, this is a one way to let our brothers and sisters understand bakit merong mga blessed couple na hindi nagkakaroon ng anak, ano bang kulang. So this can guide and help them. So ito mga education materials na to. Kaya nga, it's really important na we are now starting yung per region na magkaroon ng blessing education, and then we can do specific education together. Okay? So hopefully mauna na mag-schedule si Ate Teres, si Ate Jesslyn, sa ibang mga regional coordinators na mag-volunteer na mag-set ng schedule, and we can do blessing seminar together with the parents. We can set parents, hindi lang sa mga blessing candidate but even to our parents. we can set schedule for them as well. Just give in your schedule kay Kathy, and then we can make arrangement together. So, I'm very grateful po, and thank you very much. Hindi enough yung pagsabi ko ng thank you for all your attendance and the learning that we have learned together. I know true parents really feel comfortable na at least meron tayo. Nandito tayo to really give opportunity to make use of the words of our true parents. Na hindi lang yung gagamitin natin to use it for our own benefit, but most especially for the advantage of elevating our brothers and sisters, most especially us as a blessed families. So let's continue to work together, and let's continue to inspire others. And sabi nga ni Ate Janet sa YouTube, I'm very grateful na nakapasok ko sa YouTube. It's an opportunity once again na we could um, directly receive guidance coming from our true parents. And at this time, very specific yung mga discussion natin. Hindi siya yung general na common na for everybody, but specifically for our direct guidance so that we could develop a better relationship together as a couple. Okay. So maganda rin siguro later on at Kuya Alan will give a presentation sometimes. No, Kuya Alan? And Ma'am Tere also can prepare a presentation, and some of you will also be preparing for a presentation specifically for husband and wife, how we could really better our relationship together. Okay? And so that would be the next step of our program. Kasi sabi ko nga, ngayon ako pa lang muna, but later on we'll be letting other brothers and sisters prepare their presentation para sa ganun we could train each other to become the mouthpiece, and not only mouthpiece but the educator of heavenly parent and true parents. Adyo po.
Adyo.
So, magandang umaga po, and once again, I'm very grateful to have you and to listen from all of you po. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much po for the last message from our brother Randy. And yes, so pagpasensyahan nyo na lang po ako ngayon. This is my first time to facilitate. And then, thank you so much for everyone for the inspiration message na give sa lahat. So for the closing of our activity, may I request for the closing prayer our sister Jesselyn, may I request for to lead the closing prayer?
Let us pray. Sarang Hashinimhana ni Mabuji, heavenly parents and true parents of heaven, earth, and humankind. We are so much grateful, heavenly parents, that you have gathered us as a family to really know this deeper meaning of our life as husband and wife, heavenly parents. Thank you for our true father, true mother, for giving us this message, Heavenly Father, for us to really inspire more, Heavenly Father, our relationship as husband and wife, that we could be able, Father, to become closer, Heavenly Father, that you want us to really experience, Heavenly Father. And we are so much grateful, Heavenly Parents, that through this, we could be able, Father, to always maintain our heartistic relationship to you and to our better half, Heavenly Parents. Yes. That no matter what will happen, Heavenly Parents, we could be able, Father, to really stand in front of you, in front of our true parents, that we are really loyal and really filial sons and daughters of yours, Heavenly Parents. Yes. Whatever situations we have, may we could be able, Father, to always put in our hearts and our minds that we are raising, Father, to become the ideal husband and wife, Heavenly Father, in front of you and in front of our true parents, that no matter what, Father, we can be able, Father, to tackle everything, Father. And together with my brothers and sisters here, please continuously guide each and every one of us, Heavenly Parents, that through this relationship that we have, pure relationship with the Father, this is one way we can be able, Father, to give joy and happiness to you, Father, being filial and loyal object of your Heavenly Parents. Thank you for everything, and like to report all these things in the name of the wife, Jesselyn Illustrissimo, Central Blessed Family, Junior.
Aju. So, thank you very much for the heartfelt prayer. Natouch
Thank you so
ako.
much.
So, for the last, let's have our taking photo. So, please open your camera. Ate, I don't know how to do. Kuya, brother Andy.
Oh,
Cellphone.
Ate Tess.
Brother,
Nice with nature.
Sige po. Okay.
heart,
Formal.
heart,
One, two,
Heart,
three.
heart.
heart.
Ayan. So, pause lang po sandali para I can pause kay Ma'am Tere po. Para may compile ni Ma'am Tere mga pictures natin. Okay, another pause. Next pause.
Hibaraki.
Habaragi sinang hanad dulcet. Okay. And
Na tayong mata.
okay.
3. Last.
Next. Sungni. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much,
Happy
Dr.
Sunday.
Everybody.
Thank you so much.
Jocelyn, Sister Jocelyn. O hisashiburi.
Or,
Salamat,
Jocelyn?
ate. Yes, ate. Morning.
Next na mag-facilitate.
Di,
Ate Jesslyn, next.
Okay. Usap tayo, Ate Tess.
no surrender.
Yes. Okay.
Bye po.
Bye-bye.
Sawadee
Thank you so
ka.
much.
Tuma.
Sige.
Di po.
Bye.